So as BMW starts to roll out various things around its product line and whatnot, you might start to wonder, okay, how do I know exactly what equipment I have here? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be going over exactly how you can tell just by looking at your steering wheel which version of BMW's current equipment you have when it comes to your cruise control. So if you're running something older like iDrive 7, you will basically have one of two settings. You can also have this in iDrive 8 on certain models, things like the 2 Series, 3 Series, and 4 Series as they now get iDrive 8 going forward, or are still running iDrive 7 on them like the 4 Series Grand Coupe I'm in right now. So, the question becomes, how do I know exactly what I have? With that, let me turn you around real quick. So when you see this on your steering wheel, basically nothing on the left-hand side here, 5 buttons all together. This means that you have the standard cruise control in here. How that basically works is you still, like any other thing, you touch this guy, that turns on. Little guy right up there tells you that it's active. You have the option to set, so you then hit set, and that sets your speed on the road that you have. You can then, of course, increase and decrease on this little guy right here, cancel, and resume that preset one. If you ever see the LIM button right here, sorry about the bumpiness, I am on a slightly bumpy road. If you ever see the LIM button, that's your speed limit assist. That limits you to whatever the speed of the road you are on. Now, contrary to that, you can also get a version of this where you have your follow distance right here. If you see that, is that your buttons are actually swapped around a little bit, and that means that you actually have Driver Assistance Professional. Let me get a car real fast so I can show you exactly what that looks like. And here would be your button set up for Driver Assistance Professional. Again, still 5 buttons altogether, but you notice that some things are moved around. So now you have your main turn on right here, you have your set, cancel and resume are now 1 button rather than 2 separate buttons up here, and speed limit assist moved from down here to up here. Again, this is, in my opinion, relatively useless unless you're learning how to drive in an area you don't know. The main difference here again being now you have your distance control right here. Turning it on and off, it's still the same way. Press it on, press set, and then you change your follow speed and follow distance and speed right here to make it super simple. Another way you'll be able to find out is if you look inside your head display. Let me turn this thing on real quick. You will have an option now if you go into your settings and turn that off. If you go into your settings and displays, you'll have options in your instrument as well as your center display option for now an assisted driving view. So that makes it look as though you have, the Tesla style display in the middle there. Now, if you're moving on to one of the newer ones, you actually won't have the same visual cues to let you know whether or not you have Driver Assistance Professional or not Driver Assistance Professional. So let me show you that real quick. So if you're getting into one of the newer X1s, 7 Series, or X7s, what you can expect, as well as the iX as well. I'll show you exactly what that looks like as we go forward too. So let's jump into one of those and I'll show you. Now moving into the 7 Series right here, this will be the new kind of standard steering wheel going forward. This is, of course, the performance one. It has low cutouts, but that's not the main part here. So looking on the side here, in any of the iX, i7, certain X7s, as well as the X1 and other cars as they move forward, you'll get this guy instead. As you can tell, it doesn't actually tell you exactly what you get. So the way you find out is either by turning it on, which we can't do here because we're not actively going, or by going into your options in here. So the way you'll find this guy out, all you have to do is find your driver's view, or if you're not doing one that doesn't have one of the hotkeys, you go in here until you find, where are you? Drive settings. So you go into your drive settings, driver assistance, and you'll have a driving option in here. Now this one does not have that full self or the highway assistant or driver assistance professional. So instead what we get right here is, well, nothing. Contrast that with another 7 Series right here. Exact same setup that we have here, but the way you check is, again, looking at your driver assistance driving. Now we have extra options here, and this is where you'll find things like your distance control, follow distance, route and intersection options, how fast do you want to do cornering, do you want lane guidance with navigation, don't do that. And assisted driving, this is where you can do the lane change and assisted driving. Plus, if you didn't see, I did do a quick video on exactly how to use that automatic lane change, because a lot of people apparently don't know exactly how that works. Just so you know, if you didn't see that short one, I'll show you real fast right here. So when you're doing the lane change, you have two, if you didn't know before, you have 2 ways you can do your turn signal. You have either a full press where it stays down, or you have just a touch where it does 3 turns. If you're doing the automatic lane change, make sure you just do the, hey, focus on my fingers, please. Over here, please, over here. Ooh, there we go. It's just a light touchdown. Then the car will actually show you with your head up, change, and also if you have it in your head-up display. If you have the head-up display, it'll show you there as well. And that's the end of our video today. With that, thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll have a couple other videos coming out as things start to go forward as well as some announcements coming out from BMW themselves, so that way you know exactly what to see if you're in the process of ordering a BMW coming forward. So with that, thanks so much for being with us. Have a great rest of your day.